K.L. LaRue, and I want to thank you for taking the time and allowing me to explain why I'm asking for your help in keeping Project Life rolling. Project Life started out as a painting that I did while I was in prison, serving a life sentence for self-defense. It turned out to be the last painting I did when I was released. That was 9 years ago. Since then, my life has changed. Up and down like everyone. Project Life turned from a painting into the ongoing story of my transition from prison to the street. My story is not unique in many ways, but in some it is. I was 18 years old in 1979 when the attack happened. Society was not ready for the fact that some homosexuals could and were predators. That was neither here nor there. They gave me the life sentence, and I did 38. And I believed I'd die there for 38 years. The painting Project Life was my attempt to tell my story in my art through a montage of images of my lifetime, using metaphors of prison theology. The door in the center of the painting was not cracked, it was locked. It was during the third phase of the painting that they granted me parole. And so I had to go back and make a slight alteration. Project Life transitioned from a painting to a attempt of trying to explain to those when they ask how I survived 38 years. It was also an attempt to express the things that were going on inside me as I became a stranger in a strange land. Robert Heinlein and his character Michael in the book was a synonymous parallel to my own life. Every day was brilliant with color. But at the same time, I couldn't forget and can't forget that 38 years. The way it shaped how I see and think about things. My art, through all those years, was something I had to fight for and work with what little I could get my hands on. The stories of my life, I try to channel into my art in ways that it's not specifically about me. Each of us Our lives, every single one of us, is a project, our own personal project. Project life, my life, is just trying to put it into some kind of content that someone else might take something positive from it. At the time it was all going down and I was trying to figure out how to make a paintbrush do what I wanted, not what it wanted. My inspirations were Louis Royo and Frazetta and Boris Vallejo, Heavy Metal Magazine. Because for me, the only escape through the fence was off the planet. Science fiction and fantasy became my universe. And it became my art. And through it all, I remember thinking, at least I'm not being hindered by some idiot standing over the top of me telling me I can't do it this way. My mother, in trying to describe my art to others, told me that she told them it's like looking through a window you want to crawl through. And now I'm asking for help to keep Project Life going. 2 back surgeries, an ongoing attempt at obtaining my bachelor's degree, leaves me in a very tight situation. In closing, again, I want to thank you for your time. And if I can get the funding to keep this going, the prospect of getting my art out there where it needs to be and to imagine. 10 years ago, even this was beyond my dreams.